What is interesting about this video, it shows one of the churches in Ethiopia that is one of the oldest Orthodox churches in the world, independent from Europeans, in Ethiopia. Ethiopia is where lived Beta Israel, as people like to call them, the Ethiopian Jews. I actually have a Jew that lives in Israel today who is a Jew from West Africa in my featured channels. I can name 50 nations where Jews have just returned to Israel from, not counting all the places they have history in. What's deceiving to me is you so-called Black Hebrew Israelites would not refer to the Jews as a whole. What I mean by that is Jews that have returned to Israel from some nations of every continent. Y'all have a problem with white people and y'all are the ones that are racist. That's why you target more commonly whiter looking European Jews. Okay, you don't even refer to the Southern European Jews. All these pictures in this church, like older churches in Ethiopia, all the Israelites are painted just like Middle Eastern, Sumerian, and Yemenite Jews, who we know to be the purest blood Jews of today, rightfully so, since they lived in and around the native region of Israel since exile. We're going to go back here and see what the Israelites and Middle Eastern people looked like to the ancient Ethiopians. And going by these pictures, they look just like they do today, Middle Eastern. We're also going to find out what color the devil was to the ancient Ethiopians, because I know the so-called Black Hebrew Israelite modern Americans like to say the white man's the devil. Well, let's find out what color the devil was to the ancient Ethiopians.
But it's not the end of my journey. I've just discovered that there are pictures of the nativity scene nearby, and I'm intrigued to see what they show.
Here's the picture of the Holy Family, and you can see quite clearly King Bassan depicted delivering his gift of gold. What's unique about this is that Salome is also included in the picture, the midwife. But what I'm struggling with is the fact that given that Bassan is from here, Ethiopia, and is an African, you would have thought they'd made some effort to distinguish his Africanness from the Easternness or Jewishness of the other figures.
Having set off deep into ancient Ethiopia to find the Black Wise Man, when I finally arrive, it seems to be the one place in the world where there's no Black Wise Man at all.
Now this says a great deal. It's actually quite shocking. You've got Mary and Jesus, the Holy Child, using the same kind of colour symbolism that we find in the rest of the church, where the Holy Family are painted in a light shade. And then in contrast, we have a picture of the devil, and the devil is black. You know, this is some serious stuff happening here.
I think there never was a Black Wise Man. Probably King Bassan never was a Christian, even though he was on the throne at the time that Jesus was born. 900 years later, the church elsewhere seemed to have created itself a black African king to tell a new story to a new audience. As a result, a King Balthazar, unknown in Ethiopian history, was depicted as the Black Wise Man in the nativity scene, and still appears on our Christmas cards today.